Mr. Sandman, courtesy of the ukulele this morning. I'm sure you figured out that it was that unmistakable sound. It is small, it's portable, and according to my next guest, it is severely underrated. Ronnie Schinder is a local musician, and this summer he is teaching, lucky for you if you want to learn, a free beginner's ukulele class at the Runnymede Library. It takes place Monday evenings up until August 20th. Ronnie, and as you heard, his ukulele are with me in studio to talk about this underdog of an instrument. Great little tune off the top there, Ronnie.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
When people think of the ukulele, personal experience, but as well, what do you think they imagine when they think about it?
Ooh, that's a hard question. That's very specific and I guess an integral question. Well, I think it's a very approachable instrument. It's not intimidating, and it's something that makes just amazing sounds.
Yeah, it really does.
Yes.
Such a happy sounding instrument too.
It is.
Those are my thoughts when I
That's right. No, I agree. It is a happier instrument. You can play some sad songs, but I guess they end up happy anyway.
What about for you? How did your experience with the ukulele come about? Is that something you've always wanted to learn?
No, it was something that I never thought I would play.
Oh.
I've been playing guitar for very many years. I had injured my rotator cuff, and it made it difficult to play. So a friend of mine lent me her ukulele, and I just gravitated towards it, and I enjoyed the sounds that it made. It was smaller, lighter, and as I'm getting older, most of my instruments are getting smaller and lighter.
Well, so you mentioned you kind of had to be convinced.
Yes, I had to be
play
convinced.
this.
Yes, yes.
So from there, though, you started to study it and learn how to play it. What do you know about the history of this instrument and where it came from?
I know it comes from Portugal originally.
Portugal?
Yes, I know it is synonymous with Hawaii.
And that's what I was going to say.
Right, and that's where most of the major or the best ukuleles do come from, the better ones, better made ones. Excuse me. But way back, I think in the late 1800s, the king of Hawaii invited people to come and live on his beautiful island. And a number of people from Portugal decided that they would go. And they brought with them an instrument that they made there called a cavaquinho or braguinha. And from there, it kind of developed into the ukulele that we know of today.
Okay, so origins in Portugal, but the fame really coming
Hawaii.
from Hawaii.
Yes, you think ukulele, you think Hawaii.
I sure do. Tiny bubbles on the ukulele is something I've heard a lot.
Sure, I'd like to hear you play that. Yes.
Better playing than singing. But okay, so you learned it. You've been playing it, and you've been teaching how to play it as well. How is this instrument received by other musicians? Because you mentioned you didn't really have much interest in it. You were a guitar guy.
Right. It does not have the same allure, shall we say, as a guitar does. And I get ribbed every now and then bringing my ukulele instead of bringing a guitar somewhere. But the sounds that you can make from this rival any other instrument. And just like any other instrument, it's quite difficult to master, but I call this like the gateway drug to other instruments now, because you can, within 20 minutes, 15 minutes, I can teach you a song.
That quickly?
That quickly.
Wow.
And therefore, because you have that reinforcement that you're already making music after 10, 15 minutes, you want to continue.
Certainly. I mean, that's the biggest detractor for learning any new instrument, is that nothing sounds like a song when you're learning how to play it.
Well, to learn guitar, you have to learn your G chord or your D chord, and it takes forever, and you're always looking at your fingers and hurting yourself. And this is so much simpler to start. I mean, again, to build up a good repertoire and to play properly, like any instrument, requires dedication and practice.
Lots of practice.
But to start this, it's much easier.
So tell me about the program at Runnymede Library.
It's amazing. We had 50 people the first day that we opened.
Wow.
We had to turn away. We've now kind of ticketed it because there's just too much of a demand. And I think it's because it's free, not just because it's me. That's okay. But the turnout's been wonderful, and it's so nice to see so many different people come out and to try to play and complain about how difficult it is, and then when they get it, they go, oh, that wasn't that hard. So it's just, I'm doing it because it's just selfish reasons. It makes me feel better about myself, and that I'm helping somebody do something musically, and there's nothing better than that, I don't think.
Tell me about who's coming in for lessons.
I have a mother and a daughter coming in. I have people with arthritis coming in that I force them to use their fingers so that they keep what they have instead of, if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I give them exercises to do, and we sing songs. We're going to be doing an Israeli rap tune because it's so hard to
an
find.
Israeli rap tune with a ukulele.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the most eclectic collection.
And it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. I'm going to work everybody into sections, and people are going to sing and play at different times. That's going to be our finale. I'm not sure they know about that yet, but I'll have to let them know today probably.
Well, listen, I think even after this interview, you may have even more people out there hearing this.
We can't. Fire regulations.
They are at capacity, folks. Sorry to let you know about that, but this sounds like a program that needs to continue, too.
I think
Maybe
it
in other
does.
libraries.
I think it does. It would be nice to have it. And ukulele, there should be more ukulele in the world. There you go.
And with that, we will leave this interview because I'm not sure there's a better way to end it.
Right.
Ronnie, thank you so much for this.
Thanks for having me. I do appreciate it.
That's Ronnie Schinder, local musician and instructor. And I'll tell you this anyway, even though they are full up, but Monday nights at 6:30 this summer, he is teaching a free beginner ukulele class at Runnymede Public Library. Bring your own instrument if you've got it. Come early. But they might turn you away. So we'll look at maybe how this is going to expand because of the demand. And you'll know why he'd appreciate this artist. Desiree Dawson grabbed the attention of music lovers across the country when she won CBC Music's Searchlight competition. She also happens to play the ukulele. You can hear it in this song. Here's Desiree Dawson with Wild Heart.
My bones have been talking.